we're in a good space. I think last year's final really helped us. Our supporters have been really good to us. This year, I suppose there's been a lot of hype, but it hasn't been too bad, so far. And no, but we're in a good place. You're going to be playing in front of 82,000 people. It's I suppose when you were a young lad and you were kicking ball around the place, you always dreamt about playing the Dubs in Croke Park on All-Ireland final Sunday. So to me, you couldn't be in a better place in the world.
It's exciting. There's a lot of colour. I know on my own street, Abbey Street, where I live, they've they decorated the whole street, so it's like a sea of red and green. So there's good excitement for the people, and they're quite entitled to enjoy the occasion. But for us, there was definitely a different feeling after this year's semi-final than there was after last year. Maybe it was the type of game or whatever, but we were out as a team that night, and we were happy, and I suppose we played well in the second half against Tyrone. But I can't really put my finger on it, but there definitely was a different feeling amongst the group. Yeah,
we'll take an awful lot from the Tyrone game, to be honest. We I suppose went into that game and people were saying you weren't tested. We weren't. At one stage we were a good few points down, and we got a great fight back led by Chris Bard, led by Lee Keegan, led by these guys, Shamey O'Shea in the second half, who really put in outstanding performances and drove us on, and that's going to help us. And the next day we'll probably need one or two more heroes, but on that day when our backs were to the wall, these guys stood up, and that's going to help us moving on. And people said the league doesn't matter, but we played Dublin twice in the league, both in Croke Park, and both were outstanding games where Dublin came out on top, and we're hoping to turn the tide on Sunday.
I think we have a very good squad this year. That'll be a big difference we had last year. Our squad, it's very competitive, and if you see our subs that are coming on this year, they're really making a difference. The likes of Enda Varley, Richie Feeney, Michael Connery, when he came on the last day, played very well. And there's other lads even outside that aren't making the match day squad that are playing very well. So, I suppose we've plenty of backup as well.
Dublin league champions in an All-Ireland final, subs coming off the bench, the likes of Kevin McMenamin, these guys, they're an excellent team. Like there's no two ways about it. But any team that gets to an All-Ireland final, 9 out of 10 times they're an excellent team, and they deserve to be there. And they're either the best or the second best in the country. So it's it's going to be a tough challenge. What I found from All-Ireland finals is I've been involved in 3, I suppose, in 04, 06, and last year in 2012, and the best team wins. Simple as that. Last year, I suppose we can call ourselves unlucky, but goals win games, and Donegal got 2 of them and we got none, and on Sunday it's going to be no different. The best team is going to win, and fingers crossed it's us.